Alright folks, I tried to make a track like Mick Gordon. I guess anyone who is into music, demons and games knows who Mick Gordon is and what Doom sounds like. So for those who don't have any idea what I'm talking about, here's an explanation. So Doom basically is a first-person shooter game in which you get a shotgun and you shoot anything that moves. End of story. They also say that in Doom you are the final boss and the demons comes to fight you. So for this kind of badass game I guess you also need some serious badass music. And I guess the music justifies the game and it even sounds so good on its own that it makes me want to draw with an eraser. Alright, I know I stole it from comment section, but it's actually pretty fun to see those comments. So let's stop with this shit and start making some Doom music. Here are the things that we gonna need to make a Doom song. A 9-string guitar, a Soviet synthesizer with a nuclear blast sample on it, some weird ass distortion sounding Doom machine, and the most important, a chainsaw. Well, I don't have any of those. But I still tried to get close to it. So let's go straight to our DAW. So I started with trying to make that Doom machine. What I first did is create a simple melody with just a sine wave, the same way Mick talked about it in the GTC. Then I was trying to replicate that effect chain he introduced in the GTC. It has all sorts of distortion, flanger, phaser effects on it, but it was all analog pedals. I have a multi-effects guitar pedal, but I didn't thought it'll do the job. So I recreated it with the digital plugins. So I created 4 chains with different distortion, flanger and reverb and stuff. I don't know if it's technically correct, but I guess it sounds cool. Well, I guess it just sounds distorted and not really sounds like Doom. Still, it was fun to run different sounds through it, but then I thought I should also try it with my multi-effect guitar pedal. So I took the same sine wave and run it through my pedal, and this was what I got. And now I thought, well, this sounds something similar. I came up with a lot of cool sounds and was adjusting the knobs as I go, but it was not really pleasant for my ears. Anyways, let's move on to the next thing, and that was that heavy 9-string guitar riff. So I recorded my riff on my regular 6-string guitar and it sounded like this. Not really interesting, right? And I also pitched it down to an octave and it still wasn't good enough. And then what I did was, I tuned my 6th string to the lowest I can get and played the riff in the original position on the fretboard and tuned it down to the key of the song. Close enough, I guess. And then I added the most unusual thing for a normal song, but necessary for a Doom song. Yep, you guessed it right, a chainsaw. And then I added more normal stuff like ambience, FX, drums, bass, and my favorite part, the lead. I wanted to make that lead that goes like, wee, woo, but it didn't happen. Yeah, that one, but anyways, let's hear the whole track. Thanks for listening until the end.